Ellie here with another episode of Walker Quests. Today's lineup of quests is the weekly quest of as a community cast 200,000 colourless spells, and the three daily quests: All is Dust, cast 15 colour spells, Deliver of Secrets, meld or transform a permanent 20 times, and Champion of the Dragon Skull Summit, win 2 games where you cast a black or a red spell. Deck is, I've just called it aggro. I have no idea what I'm really going to be doing with it. We're playing on or at least it's a black and red deck. We're trying to play on the transform. Unfortunately, I seem to be lacking transform cards or meld cards at the moment, mostly because I haven't really been buying any of the booster packs for Shadows over Innistrad or Eldritch Moon. But we've got a few interesting cards here. We'll see how this goes. So we've got a little bit of the nice cheap red cards, and for a bit of burn and removal. Same with Reeve Soul and Bone Splinters. Thurbarian Gargoyle, nice cheap 1 mana for a 2/2 defender that later on we can transform into a Stonewing Antagonizer, nice 4/2 flyer. Goblin Arsonist, nice cheap card that is really nice as a chump blocker and sort of good for chipping away at people's health. As usual, my Rune Servitor somehow ends up into the deck. Again, 2 mana for a 2/2. Great card for being able to do all sorts of things. The Heir of Falconwrath. Just discard a card, transform it from being a 2/1 into a 3/2 flyer. We've got cards like Kasig Forgemaster. When it blocks, it becomes blocked. Deals 1 damage to that creature. At the beginning of your upkeep, no spells or cast, transform it. And then it becomes a 3/2 that deals 2 damage, which blocks, doesn't block. Harvest Hand, interesting chump blocker. When it dies, you bring it back as an equipment, which is pretty nice. It's actually pretty nice. Got Liliana and Chandra in there. I get what they're those cards that are just sort of nice and can do a bit of planeswalker damage. We've chucked in Desolation Twin as a nice big creature for the late game. I don't know if we're really going to be able to use that. So we'll see how this goes. I'm not expecting a heck of a lot out of this deck. We might end up having quite a few games, but yeah, it's fun. Alright, game number 1. Let's see what we're up against. Alright, I'm kicking off. Yeah, that's actually a pretty good start. I'm pretty happy with that. Got some lands, got some cheap cards to bring out early on. Let's drop out Mountain, because I can easily just fire off a Fiery Impulse if I need to. I highly doubt it. Probably going to want that a bit later. Okay, so it's a white deck, or at least we know part of it's white. Let's drop ourselves a Swamp and lay down the Rune Servitor. That's actually a really nice opening start for me in the first 3 turns. Hopefully we can get enough land and pull out the Desolation Twin a bit later, but I'm holding my breath. So it's a white-blue, it's a 1/1 flyer. It's definitely going to be interesting. Not to worry, we can deal with that later. No, let's drop the Looming Spires down. Oops. 3. 3/3 first strike. Let's go for it. Attack with all. It's going to deal a nice kick-off start. Don't want to really do much else. almost tempted to hold on to that Everson's Judgment for a bit later. We'll see. I might be able to utilise that in a good manner. We'll call that turn there. I mean, 1 damage from on 1 flyer. I'm not going to really have a problem with that. And I could drop the Fiery Impulse if I need to, but I don't think I'm going to need to. Destroy. Okay. Sweet. Get another Rune Servitor anyway. So, you know, that's actually kind of gone in my favour. Yeah. We'll drop down a Swamp. I think we'll play Rune Servitor. Leave it there. We've got a nice Twin Bolt, which might actually work better than the Everson's Judgment, I think. I'd rather use the Twin Bolt than Everson's Judgment. What do we got coming out? Okay, so he's going to try and tap. Whatever. It's interesting that he's blowing quite a lot of those cards now. I reckon that's going to come in handy later. As far as I'm concerned, he's wasted a lot of those cards on stuff that's probably inconsequential to me. Getting a lot of land, but not a lot of cards I want, so keep going. Let that 1/1 chip away at me at the moment. So I'm almost thinking he's going to have a couple of counter spells coming out, so we want to time it just right. I need to lure those counter spells out. So I think what we'll do, Bone Splinters, we'll destroy that, sacrifice. It's gone through, and then we'll play Arsonists. Now that's going to end up firing really well, because I'm going to keep those. Fortunately, the Arsonist will end up forcing him to play something, which means I can lure out those, will prevent him from being able to play counter spells, hopefully for a wee while. Nope, he's going to try and stop that. Well, actually, it's beneficial. Whatever. We'll just end the turn, and he flips over, and I think that... No, it doesn't, unfortunately. Damn, it's a bit unfortunate. It's a bit unfortunate, because that enchantment is just going to sit there annoying me for a wee while, but I guess that's another thing. It's got a bit of control, which is unfortunate. Drop an Arsonists. Again, this is going to see how he responds with a lot of these cards. We'll call it there. End turn. Seems to be playing a game of control, and I think that's going to... I'll say that he's blowing a lot of those cards now, which I think is going to probably come in handy for me. I reckon he's got a counterspell in his hand. I can see that he's got one. There's no way he would leave 4 blue mana open if he didn't have a counterspell. So I gotta figure out how to bait that out. Oh, that's... I don't want you hanging around. How are we gonna do this? I think I know exactly how I'm going to do this. So that's going to end. We're going to wait. I think it's going to be an idea to wait out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Dragon Skull Summit. And I think we'll end that there. I think I know how to bait that out quite well. Hoping he will attack and I'll be able to bait out a few of his cards. Alright. We'll drop Twin Bolt. 1, 2. Have that fire off. And we will fire it at him. And drop a fiery impulse to finish off his creature. Unfortunately, that flips my creature back over, but in a way that's, I guess, kind of good. Means I can loosen up that thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's got a counterspell in his hand. I can see it with that blue mana untapped. He hasn't played anything, which means he's keeping it back. He's keeping that mana open. I'm trying to bait it out, and he's just. This is a game of chicken. I mean, the best I can do at the moment is hope that he sits there and ends up eventually decking himself first, because that's how it's working at the moment. Actually, hang on. Yep, we'll play Kindly Stranger. We will end there. This is going to be interesting. Is he going to try and stop that one now? I can still use its ability. That's going to be an advantage for me. I want to be able to use its ability. Again, it's got that 2 blue mana open and there's a counterspell sitting there. I want to bait that out. And it's just intriguing that he's not sort of... Oh, there we go. We'll drop another Kindly Stranger. And end that there. Yeah, this is this is a bit of a game of chicken, really. Eventually, if he can't stop all my cards, eventually one of them will get through. Yeah, he's doing another one, and I'm just going to knock off any creature he plays. Okay. Turn that into a 3/3, and then he's going to have a knight. Yeah, okay. I'll wait till next turn, because I can end up using those in my advantage. Yep. We'll just call it there. Yeah, this is a real game of sort of cat and mouse or chicken or whatever you want to call it. This is just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. One more land and I can play Desolation to him, but I know he's got a counterspell. Stop. Absolutely not. I'm not letting you play that. There's the counter spell. Yeah, hang on. What's going on? Why can't I? Absolutely not. You're getting that. Now, unfortunately, I just lost Chandra, which is a bit unfortunate. Counterspell's been blown. That is a huge advantage for me. We're gonna go. Stop the timer. Stop the timer. Okay, that's weird. Why that didn't stop. That should have fired off. I don't know why it didn't. There we go. Meet Desolation Twins. So, unless he's got some cards that can bend those out of, stop them, that's game. Oh, is he going to take both of them out? Is it both of them? Oh, it's both of them. He's done both. Oh, that's because I can only do it as that's weird. Like, for some reason, some of these are not. Why can't? Oh, that's right. I can't actually use it. That's right. Oops, that was my bad. Take the damage. Okay, so it's unfortunately stopped my Desolation Twins. We'll play that. This is going to be interesting. Fortunately, yeah, it would be nice to get that Chandra out. We'll see. I think we can. I think we're going to get the transform. Attack. Stop that. We'll fire off. That will do. Okay, so somehow I need to get another creature out to do some damage. Unfortunately, I lack any artifact destruction. Oh, jeez. Get rid of that. Hooray! We have a Rune Servitor to help me out. Alright. How are you gonna he's blowing quite a lot to prevent a lot of my big stuff, and I'm just gonna chip away at his health now. What's he gonna play? Is he gonna? I think that's a counter. That's a counter spell sitting in his hand now. Oh, come on, play this one. There's issues going on with the game. They've been fixed. We'll attack. What's he gonna do? Probably nothing. Alright. Keep on going. Yeah, this is one of those interesting games. Continue. We'll attack with their own servitor again. It's that point of the game where his counters, like, I'm gonna have to try and once again bait out counter spells, but yeah, it's gonna be rather difficult to bait them out. So I'm completely relying on that rune servitor to just keep chipping away at his health, and he's gonna have nothing else. Attack. And then we'll see if we can bait those cards out of his hand. Yeah, he's gonna... Yep. So, is it, do you wish to pay 4? Yeah. That'll do. Well, that backfired on his part. Don't think he was prepared for me to pay 4. Yeah, this is... yeah, again. He's got more counter spells that he's waiting to drop. And we will go... yeah. Are you gonna play that one? Nope. Gonna let it through. So I think in this case, the mistake he made was trying to prevent me killing off his 1/1 flyer. And that, I think, is where he went wrong. In saying that it was not knowing what I had in my hand, I guess was best move he could have done. But that was a case of, you know, I'm paying attention to what he's got in his hand and what his mana is untapped. And so for the whole time, even when I got to the 10 mana, I was still sort of trying to see if I could bait out those counter spells. Even now, like, I'm sitting there and it's me trying to bait out counter spells. And that's what I don't think he's picking up on, is that idea. Alright, so that game is over. Alright, we're up to game 2. We'll end up seeing whether or not this, how powerful this deck is after this game, I think. Who knows, it might finish off quite early and nicely. 2 wins in a row would be rather interesting. Okay, so they're going to play up first. Yep, I'm going to keep that hand. No, I think I might hold that back for a wee while. Doesn't really matter what I play. I'll drop that down. Yeah, I think, almost beginning to think that those rune servitors need to be sort of put out a little bit. We'll drop rune servitor. Yeah, 2 mana for a 2/2. Everything about that is just too good. It's too good. Okay, unfortunately we got a double strike there. What's going to be the best play? Well, I think... that. Yep, so he let that through. I know what I'll do. Oh. Reeve Soul. That gets that out of my hair now. Let's hope I get a bit more land. That's not too much of a pain for me. In fact, I can knock that off pretty easily. Play Cinder Barons. I think we'll go attack. I mean, the best he can do is maybe kill it and lose his flyer, which isn't a huge deal for me. I think we'll play out the Servitor and the Arsonist. We're gonna back the Twin Bolts next turn. Oh, we can drop Liliana. It should be smart to drop Liliana down. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna have to knock that out quick, though I have an idea what I'll do. Might have to take a little bit of damage from the Hunter for a wee while, but I have a plan. Oh, actually, now that I'm thinking about it, yeah, let me just double check. Actually, on second thoughts, what I'll do is attack with all. We'll twin bolt that. And then we'll place down the air. What do we got? We got a 4/4 flying hit when it enters the battlefield. Okay. Flying haste vigilance. Oof. That's gonna be rather painful. Fortunately, I can't knock that off. What's gonna be the best move? Okay, I have to see what, if anything, if I lose it, I lose it. Be almost better if I ended up losing the servitors. I think we'll drop the harvest hands. Just wondering. 4/3. 5/4. Yeah, this is essentially if I can attack as fast as possible and deal more damage, but I don't think I can keep up. And he's been replaced by an AI. Well, that's going to be interesting. Is there anything where... Hang on, let me double check. The best I can bring is back is the creature. I mean, I'm kind of really lost. Anything I can use? 2 arsonists and a twin bolt. Okay. Let's go the arsonist, followed up by a twin bolt. I actually ended up going in my favour. And we will continue. Excellent. That actually went in my favour very, very nicely. It was a shame I had to lose the servitors, but I'm not going to complain, really. Damn, he's turned it to a 6/6 flyer. And he'll turn... It's unfortunate. Okay. What do I get? Oh man. So close. So close. I can only get 4 damage off. Oh. If only there was some way of me getting 2 more damage. Oh. If only I could get 2 more damage off. Oh well. It's unfortunate. Let's see how we go here. Oh well. It looks like it's a loss. See how he go. What he does. Yep. Yeah, it's unfortunate. I can't. Just seeing if there's anything else I can really do. Not really. Unfortunately, I think I'm just gonna have to take the loss there. It's too bad that Reeve Soul wasn't an instant, because I would have been able to stop a few of those cards. Yeah. It's actually quite an interesting deck, really. Alright. Game 2 is a loss, but we didn't really go down without a fight, so I'm going to consider that pretty good. This deck's pretty good at the moment. Game number 3. Oh, we're going to end up with this one. So yeah, with that last game, I think it just It was more got a little bit overwhelmed by the power of his creatures and couldn't keep up. Uh, yeah, that's not a bad start. I think we'll keep that. It's something like Everson's Judgment combined with flipped over Liliana or the Mountain, or the air would have been quite effective, because then I'd be able to do a lot of damage very, very quickly. Okay, so we're versing green-white. Interesting to see what sort of green-white deck. I think we'll go Dragon Skull Summit with a Keswick Forgemaster. Yeah, it's a cheap 2-1. The one damage to creatures it blocks, or blocking it, is quite good, and then flipping over and becoming... when it transforms, it's quite powerful. So we got a 1-1 fire, tap target creature opponent controls. So if he gets a delirium, play down that swamp. I think we'll play. I think we'll reave Soul. Get that out of the way now. Continue. Attack. Actually, that would have been. I just realised I wasted that. That was silly of me. We'll drop the Gargoyle. I just realised I wasted that Reeve Soul, because if he gets blocked, he deals 1 damage. So that was silly on my part. How do we want to do this? Confirm stop, because I just realized. Let's knock that out now. And that was stupid on my part again. Me not paying attention to what I'm supposed to be doing. He'll block. No, he's let it through. Thank you. That's good. Target creature. 4 damage. Okay. That's a bit unfortunate. Be nice to get the arsonists out. It's 2-1, I can easily deal with that. We will Fiery Impulse that. 2-1, I can easily knock out with Everson's Judgment if I have to. If no spells will cast last turn, so I might have to knock it off. Nope, not gonna have to worry about it because I'll just play the Arsonists. So, yeah, it'd be interesting because if he decides to try and... Because the question is whether or not he wants... Ooh, he could end up flipping both. Okay. Does he want my... I can still knock that out. And mine is far more... is much larger problem. Yeah, we'll just drop an Everson's Judgment on those two, I think. Yeah, I mean... Okay, well, I won't be able to flip my card. We'll knock out those two. I don't get to flip my card. Whoop-de-doo, 5 damage on the table. He's going to have to put something pretty large in the field. I mean, essentially, I'm just being extremely aggressive, which could backfire on me. I think that third colour might hinder him a little bit. He's not going to play... Is he going to play something? They're playing the Planeswalker. So, yeah, Alarian, what's he activating? Putting a 2/2 wolf and flipped Alarian. Actually, no, let's hold that back. Because what's that? That's flipped. Sorry, we're taking out your wolf, your planeswalker. Yep, good. Sacrifice your creature. That's what I want you to do. Actually, no, let's keep that in my hand. I might actually see if it baits him out. So now he's got to play 2 spells if he wants that to flip back over so he can block it. Do any other thing? No. Hang on, let's have a look. What does it transform into? Okay. Pretty sure that's until end of turn. I'm certain that's in... yeah. And that has menace, so I don't... you know... Sorry, I'm taking your Planeswalker out, because that's going to give me a huge advantage. Unfortunately, his is going to flip over. I mean, what is that? That's a 5/6. I'm still ahead and he can't block it, so... Okay. That's unfortunate. I'm gonna need something. It'd be nice if I had 2 spells to drop to flip that back over, but I don't think that's gonna... Oh no, he's played 2 spells. I think what we'll do is... Kindly Stranger. And we will call that there. Now, let's know exactly what we'll do here. I could have taken it. My thought there is that I can now. He doesn't play anything that leaves his. Yeah, so now it's left him open for attack. Which is. He's got a slight upper hand. But at the moment, I can move in for an attack freely without having that 2-1 sit there getting in my way. I've still got one more turn in which I can, if I'm lucky, I've still got one more turn in which I can respond. What is it? Tap creature. Okay, no, that has fortunately backfired on me. If I can get another Kindly Stranger, I'll be able to knock that out. What else has Nahiri got? No, again, yeah, that's unfortunately luck of the draw, didn't work out in my favour. Flips back over, he wins, unfortunately. Nope, that's unfortunate. But again, like this is a very, very close deck. It's just being outdone, so yeah, it's actually doing relatively well. Alright, we'll see what happens next game. Alright, we're up to game number 4. Both games that we've lost have actually been pretty close. They've just been getting just pipped at the opponent having slightly better control. So see what happens here. We're gonna kicking off. Yeah, we'll keep that. I mean, I don't get to drop the Arsonist, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, we'll drop the Gargoyle now. Hey, alright, so this is a green deck. It might be similar to what we were playing against last turn. We'll play a Mountain and drop the Servitor. That's turn for us. So it's green, black. I get the feeling. Okay, so look, what do we got here? Yeah, searching. Oh no, he's making it a 2-2. Okay. We'll deal with. I can live with that. We'll drop down the Swamp. Continue. We will attack with all and see what he does, whether or not he'll block the Servitor. What's he going to do? Is he going to block? Yes, he's blocking the Servitor. That's an interesting cheap blocking he did. Personally, I wouldn't have done that. We'll play an Arsonist. And another Servitor. So we've got 2 types of cards in the graveyard. If we can get an instant sorcery or a land in the graveyard, get the Kindly Stranger off. A Kindly Stranger is very, very good for knocking out creatures, but I got a bit of work. Okay, so a bit of Mana Ramp. It's not a problem. Like, unless he's going to block with it, it's not much of an issue for me. We will attack with all. I mean, I'm not worried the Arsonist dies. In fact, both those creatures are pretty good if they die. Again, jumping Servitor, that's an interesting move. I don't know why he's not really taking advantage of the mana ramping. Let's put out... Let's go for the Harvest Hand. I think that's going to be more effective. I'm a little bit mana screwed at the moment by the looks of things, but I'm actually holding out reasonably well. And yeah, that... Okay, so he'll be able to turn that into a... Okay, that is an interesting play. I don't know why you'd do that, because... Let's knock out one of them. Get rid of it now. And then we will swing with all. So he's playing an elf deck. I can already see it's an elf deck because of the number of elves he's played and the fact that Divine Breeders pretty much utilize elves. Put the gargoyle in play. I mean, it's not even worth blocking, like he'll probably pump it up, but it means eventually he'll run out of cards in his graveyard and I'm not worried. Ooh, that could be a problem later. Giving up +1/+1. Smart move. Is he going to leave it as a blocker? He's going to leave it as a blocker, isn't he? Got 3 types of cards in the graveyard. I just need one more type of card in the graveyard and the Kind Exchange will be useful. Let's go... Play the Looming Spires. Continue. We will attack with all. So if he blocks the Arsonist, I can kill off his elf. If he blocks... Yeah, so he's going to have to let the damage go through, otherwise I knock off his creatures. Alright, and then I think we'll finish off with the Kindly Stranger being put in play. Because the Kindly Stranger is going to be very, very useful at knocking off that elf if it gets too big. All we need is one more card in the graveyard. I think we just need an instant or a land in the graveyard and we got that sorted. Pumping it up. I think he's going to try and leave that there as a blocker now, so mana ramping. Again, no, he's gaining himself some life and pumping that up. So hopefully I can get one instant in the graveyard. That will help. Sweet, he's left himself open. I think I can keep up. I think I'll be able to keep up with the damage. Just enough. I think I can keep up with the damage just enough, and if I get one... Oof, I want to save that. I'm gonna save that for later. Attack with all. I can keep up with the damage just... No, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to hold that back because I can keep up. I can utilize that to my advantage. Hopefully. And I'm hoping he plays another creature. Please play another creature so I can knock it off with the fire or impulse and then drop. Finish off your creature, come on. Come on, come on, come on. Give me another creature to burn. What's your move? What's your move? He's got a huge advantage land-wise, so you can play some pretty big stuff, but it's going to be interesting to see how he goes. Oh, come on. Yeah, I think I know what I'm going to have to do. I don't know. So that's an instant. I would have saved that almost. Yeah, I know what he's going to try and do. I know exactly what he's going to try and do now. Unfortunately, I think it's not going to work. I'm going to make sure it doesn't work. But I'm waiting for him to really, really stuff this up. He hasn't got a lot of time. I want him to attack, and I want him to stuff this up. Stop. Right. Fiery Impulse. Get that go off. Stop. And it's gone. That's what we call baiting. That bait was... He was baited pretty big on that one. That is what we call baiting. That again, you've got to pay attention to like what your opponent has open in the terms of mana, because you can really do some pretty heavy damage like that. But now he's lost his trump card, so the best move he can do is try and he's now got to try and... So he's playing land, he's going to gain life, so that's the only thing he can do. However, I probably would have played a creature down and got it bigger. So there's his mistake. He should have played the creature down, get it bigger. Can he actually keep up? And that's going to be the interesting problem. So this is, I think, going to be an interesting thing. Where I'm now sitting is, can you keep up with me? Let's see, what's going to be the best move here? I think the Arsonist... So he needs to discard an elf card, where he'll... and then that will come out. And he'll try and knock out my 5/4 or my 4/3, which can equally block reasonably well. I think the best option here is to simply go attack with both of those and see how he blocks. Yeah, I almost think he should have played all those elf cards much sooner. Okay, so he's not doing anything there. I'm gonna drop... Do I bother dropping the air now? I'm gonna hold the air back, because I'm gonna try and use it with some of my madness cards. That flips over now. It's a 6/5. It's gonna be a bit harder for him to kill. Plus it has menace, so it can... he's got to block it with 2 creatures. What are you gonna do now? So he's going to try and knock something off. What are you going to knock off? 4/3. That's cool. It's done its job. That's done its job. It's not what I wanted it to. Play the Cinder Barons. We'll swing out. I think it's safe to go, let's attack with all. Even if he blocks my menace properly. Nope, he's is going to take the damage. And that is game. That's all, guys. We've done. I think that's a pretty good win. That shows the power of that deck. It's one of those decks that if you can get control over your opponent's creatures quickly, it's good. If it struggles to deal with, I think, big creatures, and it's probably lacking a little bit of control. But overall, that's not actually a bad deck. So that's just a red-black aggro transforming deck, I guess. Thanks for watching, guys. Like, dislike, subscribe, whatever. Catch you all later.